I wanted to thank everybody who read the Verona Press article that I posted last week. And I could tell that some people read it more closely than others because I've had people reaching out to me and I've had people reaching out to Kara asking if I'm okay. And yeah, everything is okay. Everything is fine. The article did mention that earlier this year I found out that my heart is calcifying, which would not be completely uncommon if I was in my 60s or 70s. But for someone in their 40s, this is pretty uncommon. So how did we find that out? Well, late last year, I went in, I got a referral to a pulmonologist because I had a persistent cough, and they did a CT scan. And it's not my first time doing this, but they said, yeah, it's about the same as 5 years ago. The next thing I know, though, I'm getting a referral to a cardiologist, and they're telling me that, hey, that CT scan, we had an incidental finding that your heart is starting to show calcification, so in the arteries. So, obviously you want the heart to be flexible and limber so it can pump blood around, and so you definitely don't want to hear that things are starting to harden. So how did this happen? Well, combination of two things. High cholesterol, which I didn't know I had because I've never had my cholesterol checked in my adult life. And then additionally, I have a really high count of lipoprotein A in my blood, which apparently puts you at a higher risk category for heart disease. So what am I doing about it? I'm making some lifestyle changes. Obviously, it was my last year as head coach at Verona. I love coaching. I'll continue to coach, but I just needed a little less time and a little less stress and a little more flexibility. And also increasing my amount of free time. And that was a big part of the messaging with the team this year. We talked about how good stories are either examples and warnings, and I was using the examples and warnings of my own life, how I've done a lot of work and research to do as well as I've done with my investments and do as well as I have with my career. And at the same time, how I just simply didn't take the time to see a doctor for regular checkups. And and then we just really focused on, being as close as we could together as a team. And it ended up being a super memorable season. However, in hindsight, I wish I would have, done those regular checkups, gotten my cholesterol checked at some point, and learned my family history, because I think had I known a little bit more about that, I think I would have had better conversations with my doctors. But my outlook is really good. I've already made changes to my schedule. I'm feeling really good about my health and the direction that my life is going. I'm really trying to appreciate every single year. And I've, for those of you that I have run into and have known about this for a few weeks or a few months, I really appreciate the kind words and the positive vibes and the well wishes. Again, I'm in a really good space and really happy with the direction things are going. And if you've made it this far in the video, really appreciate it. But that is my big life update. And so other changes are coming. What does it mean for my real estate career? Well, I'll have another update probably coming next week or shortly after. And just really appreciate you being a part of my journey. And I couldn't be more grateful. So thanks so much.